Hi, I'm Zealand Turner. I'm the Director of School Communications here at PALCS. I'm sitting here with
Kelly Buterbaugh. Hi.
She's a mom. She has kids here at PALCS. She's talking to me about school choice, about her kids, their experience here at PALCS. This is
Winging It.
So you have a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old. I'm so proud of you, and a 3-year-old.
Thanks. She's a lot. She has really a lot of energy. She's kind of stubborn. She's the bestest. I mean, she knows what she wants, and I respect that. I love her. She's definitely third child energy, youngest child energy,
and like trying to shine bright enough to like make herself known with her teenage siblings.
Yeah, she doesn't really have to try though. She's just like, she'll like ram her truck into the wall or like sing her ABCs. I don't know. Like it just comes naturally to her. But she's in services she has like a slight speech delay and a slight social emotional thing, but she's obviously quite smart. So she's kind of acting like my oldest son, who's also like autistic and gifted. Okay. So she's like tracking that. So we had speech therapy earlier today for her.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. So did you're going through I guess the process of like identifying and addressing some of these things with your son help you key in maybe a little quicker with your daughter?
For sure. She was acting a lot like him, so I was like,
you were like ding ding ding.
Yeah. But with him it was easier in a way because he was not verbal for a long time. And people wanted to tell me that I was overthinking it, and I was like, no, he's saying ma, and he's 18 months old. That's all he was really saying. And he meant milk, by the way. He did not mean mom. So that was super disrespectful. But I mean, he needed his milk. It's fine. He needed his milk. So yeah, and back then people were a lot less aware, I think, and they were like, oh, I think you're just overthinking. I'm like, no.
Moms know.
Yeah. I was like, so we got him in early too, which was great.
That's good.
Yeah.
And so you said autistic and gifted.
Yeah, 2E. Mm-hmm.
We got a lot going on. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about that and that journey and figuring all that out.
I don't know. It was hard, like, having a first child like that, I think, because I didn't have any experience yet.
Yeah.
Like, I was, like, 21 when I got pregnant with him and stuff, and, like, I was basically a kid. Not really, but you know what I mean.
But you sorted it out, and as a mom, you want to make sure that you're taking care of your children and getting them the help and support they need. Was that challenging, or were you just kind of a dog and a bone, gonna get after it until it was done? Like,
I mean, the latter thing you just said is kind of who I am anyway, especially as a mom, dog and a bone.
Yeah, I get it.
So I think internally, yes, that was what was going on. Externally, I feel like there was a lot of doubt. I feel like I said, people didn't want to like believe that. There was a lot of guilt because I felt like I didn't know how to deal with him.
Sure.
And I thought inherently you just had a kid, you just knew, because I was good with other kids. I used to nanny and stuff, and then you have your own kids.
Yeah.
Your brain rewires.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like prunes out things it doesn't need. Your anger goes up. You're able to hone in on there's like studies about like tracking objects. That gets better after you have children because you can track your child. Are they in traffic? Are they falling? Did they poke their sister in the eye? Like, that's
interesting.
This is all biology. It's not super complicated. But I do feel like, especially as a young mom, and especially as like goldfish, like you said, like being like a sparkly, like artsy, like person back then, I think people didn't take it seriously. I don't think they took me seriously.
So, was he in public school? Did you homeschool? What were you doing for, the earlier elementary grades?
We were really lucky. His early intervention sent us to Easter Seals for his speech therapy. And in Delaware, he became typical speech-wise, technically, so just above the line, which was fantastic. But they had a program at Richardson Park where, I don't know if they still have it, but they had typical and non-typical kids together for preschool. So he got in there. So it was kind of an environment that was perfect for him, where he was at. And then his sister, my second kid, Charlotte, also went there. So
nice.
Yeah, so it was like, we got super lucky. It was free.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
It's public. So it was amazing program. I think it's great that they do that. After that, we did public school, and then back and forth, Delaware to PA. And it's not like the admin or teachers weren't trying. It's not, I wouldn't blame them. I would blame the system. So.
Where did you hit a wall? What was the straw that broke the camel's back?
They called him names all the time. They targeted him. They went at him like aggressively physically, and just, yeah. So I think it was just really bad. Theo would go to school and just like keep his head down and just try not to even look at anybody, but they would still like mess with him. They didn't understand him.
So you're watching your kid just effectively just shut down.
Yeah, he totally shut down. Yeah, it was like we couldn't even get him to talk about it because he didn't want to do it. He just wanted to pretend it didn't exist. You know, he just wanted to go to school and learn. And he wanted, sorry, I'm like going to get emotional. He wanted one friend. So, yeah. So it's just, it's different. It's different here. He has friends. He has friends. He feels welcome. You know, even before we moved, he was able to do PALCS. And then when we did move, they were able to, you know, take the test and get into University Scholars Program through PALCS and all that stuff. Both of them. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, they both really blossomed. It's been amazing.
So what does it mean to blossom specifically for your kids? Because we could talk about that in general, but like,
yeah,
what specifically for your two older kids did that look like for you?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cry again. I think Theo felt safe to say how he felt, what he thought. He felt challenged academically. Actually, it was really funny because he was like, well, why do I have to study all of a sudden? Like he did not understand.
Yeah.
Because he never had to study before.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So for him it was that, but I think just safety and having his first like friends. Like, you know, so that was really amazing. And he loves chess now. I mean, they, you know, the chess club and all that, it's really amazing. So, you know, he had that opportunity there. A lot of people like chess there. For Charlotte, she has the most amazing group of friends. They're just so tight and so respectful and so kind and so empathetic and so thoughtful and analytical and just they vibe so well. It's just so precious. And the moms, like for me, the moms are so different, you know. I mean, the moms reflect the kids in the school. Like, it's just different. You know, they think differently.
You're like, it's not about me, but
it is about me a little bit. Because look, you gotta talk to these moms. You know how it is. You've got kids, like you gotta coordinate. So like liking the people you're talking to. I mean, I hadn't really had
relating, right?
Yes, like relating. I hadn't had that deep of an experience with like a group of moms before either. So it's just interesting, and it's all because we have a common goal and we have a common mindset. And I feel like PALCS gives that opportunity to parents and for different reasons. And you know, some people, like you said, to speak with my kids, but I have had people talk to me about their kids who had medical issues, that they couldn't go to an in-person school, or they weren't challenged enough, or this and that and the other thing. And I want their lives to be so much better than my life. I want their lives to be like, that's the American dream. Like, I want them to flourish.
Yeah,
I do. And I'm so proud of them. And they're gonna hate me for this.
So what's that like for you, facilitating, being a learning coach for your two kids who are at PALCS? You have a third kid who is in preschool or just not old enough yet for elementary school. What is that like at home for you?
Coordinated chaos.
Yeah.
Which is great for me most of the time. It's fun. I mean, like we actually really have a rhythm.
Yeah. Which
is interesting. But to be completely honest, my kids just do it. I don't have to yell at them to do their work. They want to succeed.
Yeah.
They take it upon themselves. There's definitely sacrifices. Like, I can't just go work at a full-time job. I have to figure out a situation with them first. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to do right now. Mm-hmm. For some reason, it just works. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. It just works. It feels natural, especially after COVID.
Right? I mean, if it didn't teach us what we could do and what was possible, and even like what we didn't think was possible, you know what I mean? It kind of like you level up and then you're like, oh, well, here we are. Yeah. So you mentioned the National Guard. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, that for me, that was, I wish I had been able to stay in longer. So it was more of like a blip, but it was one of the best decisions I've ever made, I think.
What did you do?
I was a medic, so a 68 Whiskey. It was for Delaware. So the military is a big part of my family history. It's not just like all like going to fight wars, and the Guard is a great example of that, because while the National Guard is deployed, sometimes more than active duty Army actually, but it's not always wartime, and it's a lot of it's like maintenance anyway. But there are a lot of ways you can serve. Like my brother's actually he's a pilot in the National Guard as well, so he was an inspiration. He's been in forever. My other brother was in the Air Force National Guard. My other brother works for the DOD as a therapist. And my dad was a Marine, and his dad was, so it's like his dad.
Oh, it's in the family, huh?
Yeah. So, and having 3 brothers, it's also like...
I was counting, and I was like, 1, 2, 3.
And then I'm the baby and the only girl.
Okay.
So I was like...
So you got 3 big brothers, huh?
Yeah, and they're pretty big. But now I was like, yeah, I can do this. I can do it. I want to do it. So, yeah, just seemed like a good idea. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did that inspire anything to do with your passion for fitness, or has that been a through line your entire life?
I think yes and no. I think I've always been a super hyper kid. Mm-hmm. When I was 3, I would like climb the backstop at the baseball games with my brothers. My mom, without looking, would be like, Kelly, get down, after hearing the moms go, oh my gosh. Because I was 3 climbing on the top. Like, I always want to be in a tree. I did a lot of sports, softball, cheerleading, like soccer, whatever. And then the theater, and just all these avenues to get the energy out. Yeah, and I had some health issues after having like the 2 older kids. So I think I learned a lot at that time about balance and like nutrition and everything like that. But yeah, I mean, I think I've always been really into fitness. I mean, my Marine dad like had me in the gym at 12, working out. He's like, this is how you do a bicep curl. I'm like, cool. Like, that's normal, right? Like, I don't know. We would go on like 10-mile bike rides. Like, it was just like part of our life style, I guess. But yeah, I think being in the Army National Guard, especially at basic training, seeing all the injuries happening, I feel like it's really important to learn how to work out properly. And so I was really interested for that reason. I really like helping people. And even if I never use it on people, I would still learn something myself.
You made a video about school choice. Oh my gosh, it was spot on.
I don't like being in front of people anymore, but at that moment, I was so frustrated and so upset with the new legislation, which was House Bill 1500, but then turned into 315 or what, I think that was the number, and then barely passed through the Senate. And I just was frustrated. I guess I'm frustrated overall, like with the rhetoric behind it, and like the fact that they're touting helping kids in PA, but they're not helping my kids. They're not helping my kids' friends if these schools close. And 65,000, I think, students use, is that the number, cyber charter schools? I know a lot of kids in Pennsylvania. I meant, sorry, yes, thank you. And then a lot of them are at PALCS. PALCS is one of the better, like one, if not the best.
I'm gonna say we're the best.
I think it's the best. But even just looking at the numbers, because they always want to talk about test scores, blah blah blah. The point is, I think they want to take control of us, and we want the control back. We want a choice, because some of our kids don't do well in these school districts. Some people like me had to move. Some people, I wasn't homeless, but it could have happened. How many times we ran out of money, how many times we didn't have grocery money or had to figure it out, borrow from my mother. Like, it's real. These are real problems. And there are actually homeless children who use PALCS, right? And the things about the wellness checks that they're saying, well, PALCS does those. I don't know about the other cyber schools. PALCS does wellness checks. My kids verify that. It's not just the teachers and the principals telling me that. My kids are like, oh yeah, they'll do like hands up, check in, see, they have to turn your video on, stuff like that. So safety is a concern. But I mean, if we're following all these rules, why are you taking the money away? Why are you telling us how much tuition my child is worth and how much? No, like, but if charter schools are a lawful option, then cyber charter schools should not be treated any differently. And it just made me really upset. My daughter wants to be a veterinarian. I cannot send her to a private school. She has straight A's. She just sent me a picture of her laptop. She's like, I don't know how I have 118% in biology. I'm like, you must have done extra credit, but okay. So she has straight A's, like, consistently. She wants to be a veterinarian. So you're telling me you don't want to fund the cyber schools, so she has to go to a school that might not even have curriculum for her because she's 2 years ahead in math and science, like most of the kids are at this particular school at USP through PALCS. No, like, we give us our choice back, and it's all through the voting. It is hard because this is a real problem. Cyber charter schools, because the legislation is statewide, but the constituents are all over all the different counties. It's hard to get their attention because while many parents are advocating and many students are advocating, it's like if one family goes in and says, hey, I don't like this, their lawmaker may say, okay, that's nice, or they'll say, okay, we'll do something, and whether they do or not, it's just one voter to them is my point. So I was trying to figure out a way, we're trying to coordinate, we're trying to figure out ways to get everyone's attention because it affects the whole state. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they don't care. I'm not trying to like vilify any politicians, but like when it comes down to it, numbers do matter. You know what I mean? So if there aren't enough voters in their district, then they're not gonna listen.
What trips me up is like, do 65,000 children not add up for you? Is that not a big enough number?
Yeah. I really like University Scholars Program. I really like PALCS. And I think it should be there for kids. I don't think money should dictate their opportunities.
Yeah.
Whether I'm up here or down here. I happen to be down here, but I'm starting to wonder, do they want to keep us down here? I don't want to be down here. I don't want my kids to be down here. I refuse to let my kids stay. I want them to flourish, like I said. Like, Charlotte tells me she's going to be a veterinarian. I believe her. I don't know what Theo's going to do. God help us. He's probably going to be like a lawyer. He can talk.
Nice.
Yeah, he can talk. That's what I'm like, go for it. Do it.
National School Choice Month press conference at the Capitol.
Yeah.
In January. It's been happening for several years now. It's becoming a tradition, and the CPFA, some of our dancers are going to be there doing the National School Choice Dance.
Sweet.
We're going to have a student speaker there. She's coming all the way from Pittsburgh just to come and speak. Awesome. And yeah, we want everyone to come, everyone to be there. We know it's a little bit of a trip, but we also feel like
it's worth it.
If ever, like, now's the time.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Do you pour milk first or cereal first?
Oh my gosh, cereal. If I don't have a lot of cereal left, or if I don't have a lot of milk left, you know what I'm saying? Then I might do milk first just to like figure out how much I can use. But always cereal usually. Does that make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Or is that super weird?
No, and I was also going to argue that if I eat all the cereal and I still have milk left, then I pour the cereal on top of the milk.
Yes.
But if you just like start that way,
then you're a rebel.
And
that's great too, but I love cereal. What's your favorite?
Well, I have celiac, so I have to stay in the gluten-free zone. That said, checks. So there's at least 8 different flavors, and I will be the crazy person who mixes and matches like different flavors.
Are you a Gemini?
No, I'm a Pisces.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say my son's a Gemini. I feel like he's done that. He like mixes and matches like things, but that tracks too because the fish go 2 different ways, right? Okay, that's cool. You're experimental.
My daughter's a Gemini, and
does she eat wild combinations? Or yeah, the energy.
Just.
That's why I said he should be a lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't out-talk me, but he tries. He gets close. I respect it.
So is cereal soup?
I've heard this one. I'm not doing this. To borrow a phrase, I'm not.
Okay, chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
Yes.
Yes. Toppings?
Yes.
Yes.
Not marshmallows. Not a big marshmallow.
Okay.
But everything else. No bananas.
Lucky Charms?
Sure, why not?
Marshmallows?
No. Oh, that marshmallow? That's a crunchy marshmallow.
Okay.
We like that.
Ketchup or no ketchup with french fries?
Depends what kind of fry. Probably most of the time.
I don't know.
Not
What's
a
your
beach
favorite
fry.
kind of french fry?
I don't know. I think beach fries are good with like the vinegar thing.
Accurate.
But
would you not still dip it in a ketchup just to like mix it up?
But I might have to get really like elitist and be like, no, I had to do vinegar or nothing. Just salt.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Nintendo or PlayStation? I'm terrible at both.
Me too, but I think if I had to pick, probably Nintendo.
Why?
Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cats or dogs? Dogs. Clearly. Summer or winter?
I mean, if I had to pick one, summer, but I think winter's great too.
I'm currently in my cozy era. Still. Like, I'm not tired of it yet, you know?
Yeah.
I appreciate the seasons, and I'm still, like, deep in winter.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't exhausted it.
That's good.
But by my birthday, I'm exhausted of it. Mid-March.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, we're good on this. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset, because I'm usually not awake that early if I don't have to be.
Well, good for you. You have a 3-year-old and you're not awake at sunrise?
I was today, but like if I don't have to be.
Yeah, that's fair. You're not looking forward to it.
No. Like my kids, I remember when the older kids were younger, we'd be at the beach. They're like, we're gonna wake up early for the sunrise. Like with my dad, I was like, have fun with that.
You're like, if I don't have to, I absolutely am not.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to tell everybody about school choice and cyber charter schools and talking to your legislators, and don't think that your voice isn't heard, because your voice is heard. And it's important. Our voices are important.
Yeah.
You know.